My name is Marvin Matava. Peaceway Romunika will today be interpreting our bulletin in sign language.
Our top stories this evening. President Emmerson Mnangagwa says the government is working on interventions to counter the impact of the Middle East war.
The president said this at the triple burial of national heroes at the National Shrine.
Also coming up, Coroner's Office commits to upholding national death investigation standards.
We'll also be taking a look at our sports news where Maswanese is ruled out as Warriors troop into camp for the Four Nations tournament, which is set for Botswana this month.
President Emmerson Mnangagwa says the government is coming up with a raft of measures in order to cushion citizens against the emerging global challenges owing to the crisis in the Middle East. He said this at the triple burial at Heroes Eka of the national heroes earlier today.
Thousands of people converged at the National Shrine to pay their last respects to the national heroes, Major General retired Dr. Herbert Chimoio, Comrade Cosmas Chiringa and Comrade Ellison Mpamaonde this Monday. This is the fourth triple burial at the National Shrine. President Emmerson Mnangagwa, accompanied by the First Lady, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa, presided over the triple burial. Addressing mourners at the National Shrine, President Emmerson Mnangagwa said government has taken measures to cushion citizens against the ongoing crisis in the Middle East.
I address you at a time of an ongoing conflict in the Middle East. The impact of that war has shaken the entire globe, including here in our beloved motherland, Zimbabwe. While my government has put in place measures to shield us from unforeseen and potential shocks, we must remain vigilant and focused. Meanwhile, we will continue to structurally transform our economy, ensuring that our finite resources are processed and value added at source for the benefit of our people. Our partners and investors across all sectors, particularly in mining, have a duty to ensure durable and a mutually beneficial collaboration. The doors of my administration remain open for complementary economic relations.
On Comrade Mpamaonde, President Emmerson Mnangagwa said he was a loyal man, hence the nation should honor his legacy through turning land into green belts and thriving industries.
In 1980, the late national hero, Comrade Mpamaonde, did not seek high office or public acclaim. Having successfully brought together his forces at the Romeo Assembly Point, he proceeded to live a private life. He was a pillar of strength for the centenary community and Mashonaland Central Province until his passing on at St. Albert's Mission Hospital recently. The greatest tribute we can pay to you, Comrade Mpamaonde, is through unwavering loyalty to our ongoing development revolution. We must continue to honor the late national hero, Comrade Mpamaonde, and other luminaries of our motherland by turning the land they fought for into green belts, our mines and industries into productive, thriving units.
Comrade Chiringa was a career civil servant, and President Emmerson Mnangagwa implored other civil servants to take a leaf from his works to ensure devolution becomes a success.
The late national hero, Comrade Chiringa, was one of the bridge builders who turned the vision of leaving no one or no place behind into practical administrative reality. The men, departed sons and daughters of the soil who fought for our independence and freedom were drawn from the breadth and length of our country. To honor them, let us continue to ensure the success of our ongoing devolution and decentralization agenda. Undoubtedly, the milestones we have scored to date are a testament that devolution is a living reality in every village, every ward and district.
Having served in the military for a number of years, Major General retired Dr. Herbert Chingono, President Emerson Mnangagwa implored other officers to continue sharpening their skills.
He was equally awarded the Long and Exemplary Service Medals in recognition of his 4 decades as a professional soldier within the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. Our late national hero was also awarded the Mozambique and DRC campaign medals as a testament of his Pan-African spirit. His life was lived with purpose, honor, bravery, and an unwavering love for Zimbabwe. I call upon officers, men and women of our Zimbabwe Defense Forces, as well as the security sector as a whole, to honor our departed heroes who served in the military and understand your role in the context of our developing, modernizing, and industrializing state. In an era of hybrid threats and rapid technological changes, you must continue to sharpen your capabilities, align your professional training with our national aspirations.
As the nation was plunged into mourning, a number of banners depicting the lives of the 3 national heroes were rife at the National Shrine, also supported by those that had messages relating to the Constitutional Amendment Number 3 Bill. Bruce Chawanda, CBC News, Harare.
Meanwhile, colleagues and families of the 3 national heroes have described the trio as tireless servants of the state. Panashe Nagoli was also at the National Shrine and filed the following report.
As the nation mourns the loss of 3 decorated sons of the soil with 3 distinct life stories which played a pivotal role in Zimbabwe's liberation struggle story, one said truth stood out at the National Shrine this Monday. The nation has truly suffered a great loss, and the gap which has been left by these dedicated public servants will be a difficult one to fill. Born on the 18th of July in 1950, Comrade Ellison Mpamaonde, whose liberation struggle name was Comrade Soft Magarasadza, had an illustrious pre- and post-independent Zimbabwe political life and was described as a true patriot deserving of the highest honor.
As the family has lost a father figure, a towering light and a pillar of strength. He was a father, a brother, and a grandfather, a husband, and the glue that held our family together.
Munhu aigarisana zvakanaka nevanhu mumhuri mavakaberekwa vari mukomana mukuru. Mhuri yekwaMupamaonde yaigarika nayo vanhu vaiva neupenyu hwaiyemurika.
Comrade Cosmas Chiringa, who at the time of his passing was serving as the Harare Metropolitan Province Permanent Secretary for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, had a 39-year consistent run of public service from 1987 after leaving for the liberation struggle at the age of 16. His favorite statement was "A revolutionary never dies," and that sentiment was echoed by friends and family.
My father was a man of quiet strength, humble in spirit, yet powerful in presence. Baba never announced himself. His actions spoke for him. He loved deeply but gently. He guided us not with noise but with wisdom. He corrected us not to break us but to build us. In all things he was sincere, genuine, and carried the well-being of the family close to his heart.
Vachiringa waiva munhu wanga ane loyalty kunyaya yemuZimbabwe. Munhu wainzwisisa zvaida vanhu. Wakava munhu wakashanda nevanhu chaizvo, asi asingazvitutumadza. Munhu waiva loyal to leadership, vaiva zvekare loyal to the party. Munhu waishanda zvisiri zvokuti ndakatariswa.
A decorated soldier, Major General retired Dr. Herbert Chingono, whose liberation struggle name was Swift Chakanyuka, was an astute academic and an artillery expert. He is said to have been strict and principled, but the cornerstone of the Chingono household, having been the eldest in a family of 13 children.
To the nation, we are bearing Major General retired Dr. Herbert Chingono, a strategist and a liberator. To us, he was simply Mkoma Herbert, the pillar and patriarch of our family, a guiding light, a mentor, a source of unwavering strength.
He was born a leader. General Chingono was a trainer, was a commander, par excellence.
And though the Mupamaonde, Chiringa, and Chingono families have been plunged into pain and mourning, Zimbabweans came out in their numbers to stand with the respective bereaved families, giving life to the spirit of Ubuntu and the old adage, God gave, God has taken. The tears will dry, but the memories will never fade. Panashe Nagoli, ZBC News, Harare.
The United Kingdom has confirmed participation at this year's Zimbabwe International Trade Fair, which is set for Bulawayo next month. This shows a confidence to the Second Republic's engagement and re-engagement agenda.
The engagement and re-engagement agenda continues to gain traction as the United Kingdom is expressing interest in partnering local companies in terms of trade opportunities within the United Kingdom. This is coming at a time when the United Kingdom has also confirmed that it is taking part at this year's Zimbabwe International Trade Fair with a view towards exploring more opportunities, facilitating joint ventures with local companies.
We're supporting trade between the UK and Zimbabwe. That's a key priority for the British government. ZITF is a moment where we stop and look at the whole offer as a whole rather than bringing individual companies. There is no barrier to trade with the UK, so we have no, in a world where people talk about tariffs, there's no tariffs, there's no quotas, it's everything access to British markets is duty-free, quota-free. Sadly, some companies still don't know how to do that, so one of our team's job is to continue to help Zimbabwean companies make sure they get to the British markets duty-free, quota-free. So that's the first thing. Second thing is I continue to encourage trade to grow. That's good for UK, that's good for Zimbabwe, and I'm particularly excited when we see smallholder farmers being incorporated into the value chain.
The business community has also expressed interest in terms of partnering United Kingdom companies at this year's Zimbabwe International Trade Fair in a move that is expected to result in Zimbabwe increasing its market share in the United Kingdom.
It's important for the UK to also join other nations at our ZITF. I think we had a number of European countries last year, and just in line with government policy of being a friend to all and an enemy to none, and also for us to diversify our trade. It's something that's very good for the United Kingdom to be coming to this year's ZITF.
Horticulture products as well as agro-processed goods continue to dominate Zimbabwe's exports to the United Kingdom, with expectations that as the government forges ahead with the value addition and beneficiation strategies, Zimbabwe will derive a lot in terms of earnings from the United Kingdom. Stanley James, ZBC News, Harare.
On to other news now. An e-passport office, which opened its doors 2 years ago at Rutenga Growth Point in Mwenezi district of Masvingo province, marked a huge leap in the Second Republic's decentralization drive, thus bridging the essential services closer to the people.
When government introduced e-passports, most people were being forced to travel all the way to Harare to acquire this important travel document. But the story has since changed as government's decentralization drive gathers pace. 2 years ago, an e-passport office was established in Rutenga, a growth point in Mwenezi district. This has emerged as a Second Republic masterstroke, as the people of Masvingo province are no longer traveling as far as the capital to get the travel document. A visit to the Rutenga e-passport office by this news crew confirmed that it has become easier and faster to acquire an e-passport.
Yedu yanga iri pasi matorera taita passport but iko zvino manje aiwa zvava kuva fast zvakanyanyisa ende inobuda nekukasika iyo passport yacho.
Tariri kuigwa noti angobuda mudzimbawo kubvawo kwamaranda tongosvikawo pano todotora mapassport edu todii todzokera. Haimbotani kubuda ukangopindawo vanongokusevhawo zvakanakawo ende kuzoimirira inogona kutora kana 1 week chacho passport ine yabuda.
The facility also houses other civil registry department services such as issuance of birth and death certificates as well as national identity cards.
Waitirwa apedza chitupa chake atova nacho atochiwana taakukwanisa kutora zvitupa zvedu zvakanaka mapasipoti edu mabhethe evana nezvimwe zvakasiyana siyanawo tikarasa tongomanya kuti tichitora saka toonawo zvizvo zvakanakawo.
The Second Republic is walking the talk on the mantra of leaving no one and no place behind, as witnessed by the decentralization of the e-passport service, with all the provinces now processing this critical travel document. Fungai Jachi, ZBC News, Mwenezi.
The constitutional amendments have been described as the hallmark of progressive democracies. This comes as Parliament is set to lead public consultations on the Constitutional Amendment No. 3 bill at the end of this month.
The proposed Constitutional Amendment No. 3 bill has sparked nationwide debate, with experts pointing to the shift in how governance and leadership are structured in Zimbabwe. Political analyst Dr. Prolific Matters says among the proposed amendments, the evolution of the electoral system is designed to strengthen democracy by placing greater emphasis on other tiers of governance beyond the presidency.
It's an attempt to, socially engineer the state towards a much more stable and productive environment. So, for me, the way I look at it, government is not the president. The president is part of government. So what government is seeking to do is to say, no, let's expand the focus by reducing the focus on this particular single office. Let's actually have the importance placed on the other offices. Let a councillor be an important office. Let a member of parliament be an important office. You see, going forward, I think we are likely to see something that's different. So that rationalization that's happening is very important.
Dr. Matthias maintains amendments are a hallmark of progressive democracies, urging citizens to engage constructively in the ongoing processes.
So we can debate, we can enrich, and ensure that the product that we will have at the end of the day is actually a substantive document that we as a nation can be proud of, because that's the whole point of why this is happening. It's not just happening for the sake of happening, It's happening because we are saying perhaps this is also a missing link in what we have been doing as a country in terms of achieving the visions that we want. The SDGs are calling for 2030. They have a vision 2030. The government has a vision 2030. We have NDS2, and it's also talking about 2030. That cannot be achieved without systems.
While debate continues, the amendment processes remain open to the public for the 90-day window, while public consultations by Parliament are expected to begin on the 30th of this month. The outcomes from these processes are expected to be key in shaping Zimbabwe's governance trajectory. Wellington Makonese, ZBC News, Harare.
Now, Wellington was also in Mutoko over the weekend, where he covered the drive to align the country's supreme law with national development goals, which has found a strong resonance in Mashonaland East. Now, the ZANU-PF provincial leadership took its inter-district tour to that area of Mutoko, where scores of party faithfuls had a solidarity march in support of the Constitutional Amendment No. 3 bill.
The wave of constitutional alignment has swept right across the country. Mutoko is officially in motion. Marching through the town center in support of Constitutional Amendment No. 3 bill, they are hoping for stability and socio-economic development's lifespan to be extended.
chatiri kutsigirira ndechekuti chekutanga election painoita 5 years painga ichita 5 years yaiti westira ma resources akawandisa izvo ikaita 7 years inodzimura kutukana.
For now tine ma projects atakapuwa itwa na baba Mnangagwa asati apera, saka toda kuti urongwa hwebill number 3 huendere mberi kuti vaperedzise.
Kutora nguva zhinji tichikikiridzana munguva dzemaelection tisina kufokasa nedevelopment, saka toda kumbowana nguva yekuti tiite development.
Iti tinosapota kuamendwa constitution amendment number 3 nokuti inotibatsira kuti makore apresent vakange varipo zvotatidza kuti basa roendera mberi.
The leadership engaged the scores of residents to elaborate on the rationale behind the proposed alterations.
Bumbiro remutemo wenyika rinoda kuti riongororwe ropenderudzwa kunokwanisa kupindurudzwa kuti ringe richifambirana maringe nezvido zvevanhu. Zvido zvevanhu zviri pachinhu chimwe chete chekuti tagashira budiriro riri munyika riri kuchairwa naMnangagwa. Zvakagashira budiriro iyoyo ivo vaMnangagwa vacho temu yavo ngaiwedzerwe nemakore mairi. Chatiri kutarisa chakatarisana nacho ichi hachidi referendum. Bumbiro remutemo iroro rinotaura zvinoda referendum.
As the provincial leadership moves to the next district with these engagements, the call from the grassroots is to participate, engage and align with the national development priorities. Wellington Makonese, ZBC News, Mutoko.
The government of Zimbabwe has received a consignment of 5,000 metric tons of rice from the People's Republic of China, providing a critical boost to the nation's social safety nets.
The government of China has augmented the country's programs aimed at ensuring food security and provision of social safety nets to vulnerable groups of society through provision of a consignment of rice. The consignment of 5,000 metric tons of rice was handed over to Public Service, Labour and Social Welfare Minister Honorable Edgar Moyo by Chinese Ambassador to Zimbabwe, His Excellency Zhou Ding.
China remains committed to supporting Zimbabwe's efforts to strengthen food security and build agriculture resilience, not only through emergency assistance when needed, but also through long-term support that helps enhance its capacity for self-reliant and independent development, as true partners do. We have worked with UN agencies to enhance sustainable soil management and water resource planning in Zimbabwe, efforts that will further strengthen the country's agricultural resilience and food systems.
In his acceptance speech, Minister Moyo said that the consignment will go a long way in assisting vulnerable groups that include the elderly, persons with disabilities, and child-headed families.
This consignment will be distributed in a targeted, transparent, and accountable manner. Priority will be accorded to vulnerable households. This strategic focus reflects our unwavering commitment to social protection and inclusive development, ensuring that no Zimbabwean is left behind in the face of adversity. We deeply appreciate the continued generosity and steadfast support of the government of the People's Republic of China. Such acts of solidarity exemplify the true essence of international cooperation.
In August last year, Zimbabwe and China exchanged letters for food assistance worth $6.9 million United States dollars, reflecting the strong, fruitful bilateral relations that exist between the two nations. John Nandara, ZBC News, Harare.
Now we're still in the month of March, and around the world it is still the Women's Month. Now the spotlight often falls on boardrooms, politics and entrepreneurs. But in quiet homes across Zimbabwe, different kind of resilience unfolds daily. It is the story of mothers raising children with disabilities, navigating a journey defined not by limitations, but by unwavering love, sacrifice and strength. We get that report from our health editor, Abigail Tembo.
Selma, iko zvinezvi ndinotongofamba pandinaye handikwanise kumusiyira mumwe munhu Selma. Because kudya kwake chaiko chaiko kunonesa, kunotodai namai vake. saka ndinofamba naye pese ndotoita basa ndakamubereka.
These are the stories rarely told of mothers whose strength is tested every single day. For them, motherhood goes beyond care. It becomes a lifelong commitment to fight for their children's well-being, dignity, and future. For many of these women, motherhood did not come with a manual, only a diagnosis that changed everything.
Takazoziva kuti mwana ane problem anga zvekuma 5 months, no action. Hapana chaikwanisa kana kuti miri wake wakangoneta. Ndakaenda nemwana kusiara iyo. Vakasvika vakati mwana wenyu ane cerebral palsy.
Vana vandakavazvara vari matwins muna 2018. Saka ndavazvara vari matwins vangu vari mapremature. So vari mapremature kudaro ndobva ndatoenda ndasununguka neoperation. Ndazoenda ndinoona vana chiremba ndobva nditsanangurira kuti mwana uyu mudelayed, anonoka kuita sekuchema, saka haana kuita haana kusvika. Iye akanzi ari down syndrome. Kuti ndiende naye kuchikoro, mwana uyu akanzi anoda special class. Saka paspecial class ndakati nditry kuti ndimuendese kunoenda uyu. Mari 1, 2 ivo vacho havakwanise kuti vamumonite.
Behind closed doors, these mothers are more than caregivers. They are nurses, therapists, teachers, and providers. Yet, despite caring so much, many remain unsupported and unseen. And beyond the physical and emotional strain, they are confronting an even harsher reality: abandonment. Several mothers have been left to raise their children alone.
Baba waseoma po wakangoziva kuti seoma ndo problem yawainayo. Wakabva wangoenda. Handitozivikanwa kwavari. Pana bamukuru vamwe vaindibatsira pane mwana mumwe muhombe wacho achienda kuchikoro. Saka vakazotanga kurwara. Nanhasi vari kurwara. Saka kubva ipapo havana kuzokwanisa kubhadharira mwana school fees. Izvezvi mwana wangu ane 12 years. Machallenges andosangana nayo pana seoma ndeyekuti seoma chiremba vakati munofanirwa kutsvaga grant yekugranta chikafu chaanodya because haakwanisi kudya chikafu chakaomarara. Seoma anonwa mapiritsi mafinobab tinomawana kuchipatara for free, but dzimwe nguva ndikawana kuchipatara kusina ndinotofanirwa kunomutengera. Saka dzimwe nguva ndogona kunge ndisina mari yacho yekuti ndinomutengera mapirisi. Zvinozoita kuti mwana anogona kufita kana katatu pazuva.
Baba anopa vakangoona kuti ndo zvatovepo vakabva vangoenda. Saka vaenda havana kana sendi ravanondipa. Ndikati vati ko vana vanobva vati ona nezvavo nekuti ndori padhuze nevana.
As the Women's Month celebrations continue, these mothers are reminding us that true strength is often found in the quietest acts of love, in the daily sacrifices, the endless care, and the unwavering belief that every child, regardless of ability, deserves a chance to thrive. Abigail Tembo, ZBC News, Harare.
Mozambique's Chimoio in Manica province is a place that is synonymous with Zimbabwe's liberation. As operational headquarters of the Zimbabwe African National Liberation Army, Chimoio also recorded the highest number of casualties during the second Chimurenga. Our chief correspondent, Ruben Barwe, has the details.
Behind me are names of those who paid the supreme sacrifice here at the Chimoio Liberation Shrine. Lest we forget, these are the people who unchained millions of Zimbabweans from chains of bondage. It is here that key decisions were taken to prosecute the armed national struggle to the finish. You can see a lot of names here, almost over 1,200. But people who were actually murdered here, there are almost 3,000 Zimbabweans. Lest we forget, this is the place where in 1977, the Rhodesians came here and bombed and killed a lot. There are quite a number of graves lying all over the place. But what the authorities managed to do was to collect some of the bodies who were lying under mango trees, under musasa trees, and brought them here. Zimbabwe's ambassador to Mozambique, Comrade Victor Matemadanda, walks us through on what had transpired here.
The biggest number of young Zimbabweans perished. But despite the death, this did not affect the morale for those that remained. They kept on fighting to make sure that Zimbabwe is liberated as it is today.
In the background there is the White House.
Yes.
That was the headquarters.
That was the
where
headquarters.
General Tongogara and others met.
Yes, it is. It was the White House because it was white, but people who renovated, I think, did not want to ask why it was the White House. They put now something like a yellow paint, but we have said that no, they must put the original paint.
That's White House.
Yes.
And the Congress was held on this ground,
Yes.
1977.
Yes, and the tree that is talked about is there. President Emmerson Mnangagwa directed me as one of my assignments to work on these shrines, to identify also marked and unmarked graves in Mozambique.
And you have a team which has arrived to starting constructing again.
Yes, these are working on new sites. They are going to work on Changara. We have 2 mass graves in Changara center town, and we have mass graves too in Spunga Beira. We have a very big graveyard in Chibavawa.
Lest we forget, we must always remember that there are others who paid the supreme sacrifice for Zimbabwe's independence and freedom people enjoy in that country. Ruben Barber, ZBC News, Chimoio.
Stay updated with these and other stories by logging on to our website www.zbcnews.co.zw, and we also look forward to interacting with you on social media.
You can send us your feedback via our social media platforms, that is on our X handle, Facebook page, YouTube channel, or under the banner ZBC News Online.
Absolutely, but still coming up on the main news this hour. The coroner's office commits to upholding national death investigation standards.
And you definitely do not want to miss our sports news as we talk about Maswani Ise, who has been ruled out as Warriors trooping to camp for the Four Nations tournament, which is set for Botswana this month. Well, the main news takes a short break. Stay with us.
Every day, millions of moments travel through the air. A call home, a payment made, a lesson learned, a life saved. But behind each moment is something steady, something quiet, unseen, unshaken, powering connection, supporting lives. This is Econet Infraco, Zimbabwe's largest private infrastructure group, comprising towers, power, and real estate. We build and operate the essential systems that hold the country together with scale, certainty, and purpose. We bring together 3 powerful engines of progress under one roof. Towers that carry the signal, clean energy that keeps it alive, and foundations that hold it all in one place. Because behind every connection, every transaction, every step forward, there's a quiet force. Econet Infraco, built for resilience, designed for growth.
Every day, Africa's financial institutions protect something priceless: trust. Trust to move money safely, keep economies running, and support customers whenever they need it. But the landscape is shifting. Security threats are rising, regulations are tougher, and customers' expectations are higher. Downtime is simply not an option. That's why financial institutions need infrastructure that is secure, resilient, and built to scale. Liquid Intelligent Technologies powers Africa's financial sector to operate safely, efficiently, and without interruption. From branches to data centers and the cloud, we deliver mission-critical connectivity with 24/7 operations that detect threats early. With world-class data centers and continent-wide disaster recovery, Liquid keeps services online at all times. Our network drives fast, secure transactions so banks and fintechs can serve customers instantly. We build the digital foundation for Africa's financial future.
Honorable Pedzai Scott Sakupanya and the people of Mavuku Tafara constituency celebrate a mother of the nation, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa. We honor the depth of your sacrifice and the breadth of your compassion. You have not just saved communities, you have rebuilt them, stitching dignity back into the fabric of our society through health, education, and your relentless love. To us, you are the ultimate proof that when a woman rises, she does not rise alone. Your vision for a prosperous Zimbabwe, where women are not just participants, but leaders of our economy, fuels our very purpose. Happy birthday, Amai, from the heart of Mavuku and Tafara.
The Minister of Information, Communication Technology, Postal and Courier Services, Honorable Tatenda Anastasia Mavetela, Deputy Minister, Honorable Dingumuzi Puti, the Permanent Secretary, Dr. Biula Chirume, Chief Director, Mr. Prince Sabanda, Directors and staff of the Ministry wishes to congratulate Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa, on the occasion of her 63rd birthday. Celebrating 63 years is a remarkable milestone that reflects your unwavering commitment to the people of Zimbabwe, particularly through your impactful philanthropic work as patron of the SheTech initiative. Your advocacy for the inclusion and empowerment of women and girls in technology is highly commendable in driving Zimbabwe's vision of an inclusive digital future. Your dedication to empowering communities and the wisdom you continue to impart to the girl child through the Girls in STEM initiative continue to inspire the nation. The Ministry joins His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, and the First Family in celebrating this significant and memorable occasion. Happy 63rd birthday, Amai. May God bless you and your family.
On the occasion of her 63rd birthday, the Chief Secretary to the President and Cabinet, Dr. Martin Lushwaya, Deputy Chief Secretaries, Permanent Secretaries, Chief Directors, Directors and entire staff in the Office of the President and Cabinet joyously join His Excellency the President, the First Family, relatives and friends in sharing and celebrating this milestone in the life of Her Excellency, the First Lady, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa. As we wish the First Lady more happy years ahead, we recall and savor especially her multi-layered role in the life of our nation, most notably her outstanding acts of charity which have touched and changed so many lives, especially among the needy and vulnerable. Hers continues to be a life of dedicated leadership, concrete service and expansive compassion felt in communities across age groups and among the youths in the fight against the scourge of ruinous drugs. Indeed, this is in keeping with her characteristic motherly role, through which she has contributed enormously to the realization of the President's mantra of leaving no one and no place behind. The office continues to support her fundraising efforts here at home and abroad as she mobilizes resources for her ever-expanding assignments in charity, education, in supporting rural mothers, orphans, and in meeting the unique needs of the girl child. Happy 63rd anniversary, our First Lady. Congratulations, Makoro Koto Amhlope, and years too towards Vision 2030.
Welcome back. You're still watching the main news. Now, the country has expressed a commitment towards a credible, trusted and effective coroner system as Zimbabwe transitions from the old Inquests Act. Now, this came out at the Coroner's Mission and Vision Alignment Workshop, which was held right here in Harare today.
For death investigations, Zimbabwe traditionally relied on the inquest system under the Inquest Act of 1951. However, it was deemed inadequate in addressing the complexities of modern death investigations, hence the transition to the coroner system. Acting Coroner General Dr. Innocent Zimbwa reassured the nation that his office is committed to ensuring professionalism in handling deaths.
Zimbabwe adopted this trajectory of introducing the coroner system late last year, and today marks the first day for us to bring all stakeholders to forge our way forward. The coroner system, its purpose is to investigate deaths. It will work with the police. We are not taking away the police work. It will work with hospitals, but we've got the final authority in death investigations and determining the cause of death. The purpose is to make the system very transparent with integrity so that the public of Zimbabwe is satisfied of what would have happened to their beloved ones.
Established under the Coroner's Office Act, Chapter 7, Subsection 21, the Coroner's Office independently investigates unnatural or suspicious deaths to determine their cause and circumstances. Festus Mkungurutse, SABC News, Harare.
The government has lifted the 90-day moratorium barring local authorities from processing and approving applications that are related to change of land use as it moves to ensure coordinated town planning.
For many years, Harare and other 91 local authorities have faced immense pressure from unplanned and incompatible developments in residential areas. Now, this prompted the government to effect a 90-day moratorium banning all processing for local authorities, and this was implemented last year. Now, following months of engagement, the government has moved to lift this moratorium, giving space to well-coordinated activities in the planning with the local authorities. This latest position was revealed by the Minister of Public Works and Local Government, Honorable Daniel Garwe, when he met with spatial planners from across all local authorities in Harare this Monday.
The moratorium was born as a result of poor planning, where people, individuals and companies and institutions will apply for change of land use or change of reservation, which that development gave rise to the mushrooming of service stations, casinos, bottle stores all over in the cities and towns. And this has created serious problems, health problems for that matter. And we said, look, let's put a moratorium in place. But as we speak right now, there are very few local authorities that still have that challenge. The majority of them have, after they approved their master plans, they've now reconfigured their planning processes.
Now, according to the minister, this temporary freeze was meant to allow for a comprehensive review of land use management procedures across the country. Following this meeting, the town planners expressed their readiness to move with this national vision.
About our commitment towards the 2030 vision journey in respect of all aspects of planning.
What we're doing is to popularize it and also present it to various stakeholders and potential investors so that we can grow the city. I think we did also the Kumbulekaya, where we came to Harare to also present our master plan to the stakeholders and investors.
According to government, this latest position and approach to planning processes for local authorities will address long-standing and legacy issues that had haunted local authorities, which had severely impacted service delivery. Theophilus Chuma, SABC News, Harare.
News where a newly constructed children's center located in Bulawayo's Mganwini suburb is serving as a lifeline for over 130 vulnerable and orphaned children between the ages of 5 and 18.
Built in a manner that taps into Great Zimbabwe's donors, the Zara Center located at Mganwini is complementing government's vision of leaving no one and no place behind by safeguarding the well-being of vulnerable children. Through its quest to provide holistic after-school care programs for the vulnerable, children as young as 5 are being taught computer skills.
While others are busy with computer programming and robotics, others actively partake in sewing, beadwork, and various artworks, equipping them with the power to be independent from a young age.
Lapha ku-sewing ngithanda ukuthunga siyabe sithunga iziketi ama-apron lama-type of stitches lama-short.
Ufunde eZara ukuthunga lokwenza ama-beads lokwenza ilalela. Sometimes abuye engadini.
Founder and board chairperson of the organization, Ms. Leslie Goldwaser, said the goal of the center is to unlock greatness in every child by giving them an opportunity to explore their talent.
We quickly realized that most of the children did not need a place to sleep. Many were living with a family member, a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, an older sibling. What they needed most was something else. They needed a safe place to go after school, a place where they could be encouraged, a place where they would be supported in their education.
With the country battling drug and substance abuse, the Zara after-school care programs are helping to keep the children off the streets.
A centre like this gives children hope and gives carers hope. It gives them skills, but it also ensures that they're off the streets and that they're learning productive skills, and they hopefully will be inspired to go on and to develop careers and then give back to the community. I wish that we could have a centre like this in every suburb.
The Zara Foundation was founded in 2007 in response to the HIV epidemic, which left many children orphaned. Lisa Kodera, ZBC News, Bulawayo.
A Harare City Council employee has been dragged to court on allegations of manipulating the local authority's financial management system and siphoning over 20,000 United States dollars.
Maud Patricia Lideo, age 76, was brought before the Harare Magistrate Court on accusations of selling a piece of land in Harare and transferring the proceeds outside the country without being authorized by the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. The state alleges that between March and May 2025, Lideo sold a 3,000 square meter piece of land to Western Properties for 4.3 million United States dollars. The court held that on the 21st of March this year, detectives from the CID Asset Forfeiture Unit received information about the alleged offense leading to Lideo's arrest. Lideo was granted 500 United States dollars bail during a court appearance in Harare this Monday, and she is expected back in court on the 23rd of April. Meanwhile, a Harare City Council employee, David Madzevanyika, age 60, appeared at the Harare Magistrate Court facing allegations of fraud after he allegedly swindled over 20,000 United States dollars. According to court papers, sometime towards the end of November last year, the Harare City Council's Revenue Division alerted the Information Communication Technology Department after several clients raised queries on their account balances. During investigations carried out by the local authority, inconsistencies between figures recorded in the sub-ledgers and those reflected in the main ledgers were noted. Investigations reportedly established manipulation of data within the account system, and a monitoring script was developed to track the activities of super users in the system's database. The audit trail allegedly revealed that the super user account assigned to Madzevanyika had been used to alter figures in the database. Madzevanyika was granted 100 United States dollars bail when he appeared in court. Pava Makona, ZBC News, Harare.
Well, the main news takes another short break. When we come back, we take a look at our business news, where horticultural sector is maneuvering the global geopolitics around the world. We'll take that break. Stay with us.
At CBZ Bank, we understand the unique challenges and needs of those in the mining sector. So we offer a comprehensive suite of financial services tailored specifically for this sector. Our lease finance scheme lets you easily acquire heavy mining equipment without breaking the bank. And with value chain financing, we help streamline your operations by providing funds for input suppliers and buyers within your supply chain. Need extra cash flow? Our overdraft facilities are here to help bridge any gaps in capital while you wait on payments from clients or investors. But that's not all. We also provide insurance services to protect against unexpected events that could disrupt your business, risk advisory and financial advisory services to ensure wise investments and strategic planning. CBZ Bank is committed to helping you succeed in the dynamic mining world. Trust us to be your partner every step of the way. CBZ Bank, partners for success.
This is a people's game. They will be bubbling about this one for weeks and months to come.
Wherever you are, whatever your reason, it's on SuperSport all season long. Reconnect and stay connected to DSTV Compact and get the best football on us.
I was hoping just to get in a hello, but Daniel beat me to it. You know what, he caught the dub, but little did the boy know he was about to catch an L.
Dibs!
The board chairperson, Mr. J. Mafararikwa, members of the board, Director General, Mrs. T. Bandama, management and members of staff of the Zimbabwe National Statistics Agency, ZIMSTAT, join the First Family and the nation at large in celebrating the First Lady, Dr. Ozilia Mnangagwa's birthday. The birthday coincides with commemorations of the International Women's Month, hence serves as a profound reminder to the nation of the power and influence of women, reflected in her exemplary stewardship, benevolence and unwavering devotion to humanitarian causes. Her philanthropic endeavors, embodied with compassion, empathy, and a resolute commitment to social upliftment, have indelibly transformed the lives of countless Zimbabweans, particularly the most vulnerable. Through her tireless advocacy in the spheres of public health, community development, and the empowerment of women and children, she has become a paragon of selfless service and national unity. ZIMSTAT, the custodian of official statistics, deeply appreciates the nexus between her humanitarian initiatives and the agency's mandate to produce high-quality, credible, and timely statistics that inform inclusive development. Her work underscores the centrality of evidence-based interventions, where data-driven insights are indispensable in addressing socio-economic disparities, enhancing service delivery, and fostering sustainable national development. As we celebrate this distinguished day, we pray that she continues to grow in wisdom and fortitude to advance her noble mission. May her legacy of compassion and transformative impact be remembered across generations. Happy birthday. Congratulations, Makorokoto Amhlope Amai.
In a rapidly changing world, Africa must define its place with clarity and purpose. You are invited to the inaugural University of Zimbabwe Vice-Chancellor's High-Level Dialogue Series, with the topic, Strategic Sovereignty, Balancing Africa's Interests with Global Geopolitical Shifts. This dialogue brings together policymakers, diplomats, scholars, and industry leaders to advance bold, forward-looking conversations that matter. Join distinguished speakers and international voices as we engage in critical dialogue shaping Africa's future. On Tuesday, the 24th of March 2026, from 3:30 to 6 p.m. at the University of Zimbabwe Innovation Hub. Be part of the conversation. Be part of the future. University of Zimbabwe, educating to change lives.
Well, before the break, I had talked about how horticulture is talking about global geopolitics, tensions and natural phenomenon. Well, you can visit that story on our website, www.zbcnews.co.zw. But now we go on to our arts news, where we are talking about 18-year-old Zimbabwean gospel singer Nelsie B, who is stepping into the spotlight with her voice now echoing beyond the borders after securing a major deal with South African label Juanita Moss Entertainment.
Before the collaborations and continental spotlight, Nelsie B's journey began at home. Born in a musical family and nurtured by her father, Dr. Tawanda, who recognized her gift early, Nelsie B recorded her first song, You Are Alpha, marking a quiet but powerful beginning. As she grew into the sector, she released songs such as Ndaramba and Adonai that gained traction, with most listeners connecting to the sound without knowing the young voice behind it.
I was going to be an artist. My dad realized the talent in me, and then
it was an unexpected studio moment that changed everything, a spontaneous contribution to a song alongside Master KG and Dr. Ngwazi that placed her on a bigger stage.
I wasn't supposed to be in the song, Yeah Fake Love. But because you vakatoramba uskanza hewa tisikuda voice richikadzi and stuff tichi doctor itaimega, and then doctor avoita say vapotera nekuseri, and then obvangwati knows put your voice here, and then iwo pavakatozvinzwawo they were sure.
That breakthrough opened doors to regional collaborations, including We Are Happy featuring Makadzi and Kasongo, where she worked with Hurricane and Master KG, ultimately earning her a spot under Juanita Moss Entertainment.
I've been signed up by Master KG Entertainment from SA. What will be happening is they bring an instrument and then it's also to some lyrics edu. And then Ivo don't know publish a song and stuff, don't know push a song.
Nelsie recently collaborated with Prince Chigwida on a chart-topping song, Borderino, and another recent collaboration with Mathias Mere, further cementing a place among gospel music's next generation. ZBC News, Harare.
Well, after the break, Anasha will bring us sports. Stay with us.
Some things don't arrive. They've always been. Not for a day, for all of time. Until quietly something shifts. Moving from someday to now. Women are not honored in time. They are woven through it, shaping every story, every voice, every breath. We are because she is, and because tomorrow they will be.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Trade joins the President, His Excellency Dr. Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, and the people of Zimbabwe in celebrating the First Lady, Her Excellency Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa, on the occasion of her birthday. Her Excellency Dr. A. Mnangagwa's unwavering dedication to the well-being of Zimbabweans through the Angel of Hope Foundation embodies her compassion, strength, and visionary leadership as she continues to champion the welfare and empowerment of women, the girl child, and the youth. Her philanthropic work through health and education initiatives, as well as leadership in the preservation of our national heritage through cultural education and the promotion of indigenous gastronomy, are exemplary and inspiring. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Trade acknowledges Her Excellency's contribution to advancing Zimbabwe's national interests and fostering positive relations internationally. The Angel of Hope Foundation, together with the various diplomatic initiatives, assist in the implementation of Zimbabwe's foreign policy by building bridges of friendship and cooperation with countries across Africa and beyond, inspired by the doctrine, a friend to all and enemy to none. In her capacity as the Ambassador for Health and Childcare, Patron of Environment, Patron of Tourism, and active member of the Organization of African First Ladies for Development, Her Excellency continues to champion initiatives that advance healthcare, environmental stewardship, and continental collaboration for sustainable development. May this special day bring you the mother of the nation, joy, love, and many more healthy years as you continue in the service of our great nation, Zimbabwe. Happy birthday, Amai. Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Trade, for the integrity, dignity, and prosperity of Zimbabwe.
The Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution for Masvingo Province, Honorable Ezira Ruvai Chadzamira, the Provincial Secretary, Dr. A. Pazhakavambwa, directors, staff, and all the people of Masvingo Province would like to wish a happy birthday to the First Lady of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Her Excellency, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa. We wish you many more years of good health. We are proud beneficiaries of your well-thought-out interventions in various facets of our provincial economy. Makorokoto Machani Amhlope Amai, we cherish your great works and exemplary leadership.
The Commissioner General, Dr. Moses Cyril Ngaite Chihopu, Deputy Commissioner Generals, Senior Officers, and the entire Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Service family extend the heartfelt congratulations to the First Lady, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa, on the occasion of her 63rd birthday. On this special day, we celebrate a leader whose life is a testament to compassion, grace, and unwavering spirit of service to the nation of Zimbabwe. Through your transformative work, you continue to be a pillar of support for the vulnerable, particularly those within our correctional landscapes. The Angel of Hope Foundation remains a vital lifeline, restoring hope and providing tangible opportunities for those seeking a fresh start and a dignified future. As a key department under the Minister of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, headed by the Honorable Minister Ziyambi, your support has greatly strengthened our mandate in rehabilitation and reintegration. As the dedicated patron of the Marondera Female Open Correctional Institution, your visionary approach to rehabilitation has set a continental benchmark. Your commitment to holistic empowerment, highlighted by the success of the traditional cookout competitions, has not only equipped female inmates with essential life skills, but also fostered a sense of pride, self-sufficiency, and cultural identity. Your tireless advocacy for social welfare and your belief in the power of second chances continue to inspire our officers and those in our care alike. As you celebrate this significant milestone, may you be granted continued wisdom, robust health, and abundant joy to lead your noble missions forward. Happy birthday, Amai. Makorokoto Amhlope. Congratulations. ZPCS for incarceration, rehabilitation, and reintegration of offenders into the society.
Welcome to the Sports Corner. Anna Shambrombe is here with the latest in the world of sport. Four Zimbabwean players, including Scotland-based forward Tawanda Maswanise of Motherwell, have been ruled out of the Four Nations tournament set for Botswana from the 28th of this month.
Head coach Marian Marinika has been forced into late alterations to the Four Nations squad after forwards Tawanda Maswanise, Knowledge Msona, Prince Dube and Tandolonko Singonyo ruled out through injury. The quartet has been replaced by hard rock striker Washington Navai, Jarrison Selemani of FC Platinum, Scotland's God Knows Murira and Mongameli Chuma of Islanders. The players started trooping into camp in Bulawayo this Monday with early arrivals including Andrew Mbeva, Mongameli Chuma, Washington Navai and Elvis Chipezeze. The few players had a light gym session with the bulk of the squad expected to report for camp this Monday evening. Marinika is aware that the Warriors have limited time to prepare ahead of the regional tournament.
I wish everyone to, as much as possible, enjoy this upcoming tournament, including us, the staff, the players, and the spectators. Probably haven't seen, Warriors for a long time, so we wish them very enjoyable matches. We look as much as possible to prepare now for a tournament that it has a major stakes. The particular that this tournament has FIFA ranking importance, and at the same time is a trophy on the table. So we need to start preparing now.
The Warriors will face Highlanders in a practice match on Wednesday as they fine-tune preparations ahead of the Four Nations tournament scheduled to run from the 28th to the 31st of this month in Botswana. Zimbabwe leave for Francistown this Thursday. Mtokozi Stu, ZBC News, Bulawayo.
Harare Giants Caps United will go into the international break as the team to beat after a blistering start to the 2026 Castle Laga Premier Soccer League season, in which they have won their 4 matches. The good start has reminded many of the 2004 title-winning campaign, in which Makepekepe had a similar start.
4-match winning streak has thrust Caps United firmly into early title contention, signaling a revival powered by a fearless blend of youth, energy and experience. Their latest victory, a composed and clinical 2-0 win over Hard Rock, marks a defining moment for Harare Giants, who have waited 22 years to mirror such a commanding start to a league campaign. Current head coach Tekshua Chiragwi, himself a member of the club's golden generation that secured back-to-back league titles in 2004 and 2005, is now steering a new era of promise from the dugout. Despite the flying start, Chiragwe has called for sustained focus.
What is important, what is key now, is to remain focused and make sure that we concentrate and make sure that it's too early to celebrate.
Historically, Caps United's current run even eclipses their title-winning starts in both 2005 and 2016, underlining just how impressive this opening best has been. The resurgence has been built on attacking fluence and balance across the pitch, with Ishmael Wadi showing early signs of sharpness in front of goal, Brett Amidi unlocking defenses with creativity, while Richard Achiro has brought steel and control in the midfield. However, the season is already beginning to shape up, with the defending champions Scotland steadily finding their rhythm, moving into second position after a convincing 3-0 victory over FC Hunters. Traditional giants Dynamos are also showing signs of resurgence and sit on 8 points, level with former champions Simba Bora and Ngezi Platinum Stars, and keeping the pressure firmly on the early pace setters. Lawrence Rusida, ZBC News, Harare.
On that note, Rentals cruised to a 1-0 victory over Triangle United this afternoon in the Casalaga Premier Soccer League match day 4 played at Rufaro Stadium. Now, as we continue to celebrate Women's Month, we cast the spotlight on a rising female boxing referee, Lisa Pakati, who is defying all odds as she challenges entrenched gender stereotypes in a male-dominated sport.
What boys can do, girls can do better is a popular cliche used to encourage women's participation in male-dominated fields. However, in combat sport codes such as boxing, deep-rooted gender stereotypes are limiting the number of female officials, with many women still facing resistance inside and outside the ring. But as they say, where there is a will, there is a way. This is the story of Lisa Pakat, who is steadily breaking that barrier, showing that authority, skill and resilience are not defined by gender. A former boxer at Chaga Boxing Club, Pakat transitioned into the new role after developing a passion for refereeing. She now sees herself as part of the new generation determined to redefine the role of women in boxing.
When I started, I was a boxer at Chaga Boxing Club, and then I developed an interest for refereeing and judging. So it hasn't been easy really as a female in the boxing field, because sometimes that setting in, you try to stop them, they can be aggressive or at all and decide to do their own thing. But I've developed a strategy where I tell myself, whenever I go to referee or judge, I'm the boss in the ring. They have to listen to me. If I say box, they box. If I say stop, they stop. If I say break, they break.
Having handled a number of local tournaments, Pakati believes she is now ready to step onto bigger platforms, armed with experience and growing confidence.
I think I'm quite ready for that now. I'm quite ready. I'm quite experienced for that, because I have refereed some tournaments that I thought I would never referee. I had that opportunity and refereed with my referee. I still experience out there, and I think I have gained experience and exposure to referee internationals.
Her rise mirrors the path taken by trailblazing female referees such as Faith Wata, Diana Makumbe Sisamaposa, Nzuzo Yetumlilo and Sarudza Diamba, who have all made significant strides in Zimbabwean boxing. For Pakat, the mission is clear: to inspire more young women to step into the ring not just as athletes but as leaders and decision makers in the sport. Mtokozi Stube, ZBC News, Bulawayo.
That's it from the Sports Corner. Let's take a look at the weather.
Thank you for joining us. It is time to check your weather details. My name is Benjamin Kwaramba. I hope I find you well. Not much to talk about in terms of rainfall activity, just 8 millimeters at Binga and 7 at Wange. Meanwhile, in the afternoon, we had mostly warm conditions in most parts of the country, with very isolated showers, particularly over the extreme northern parts of the country. Meanwhile, cool and moist southeasterlies as a result of the high pressure rises over the southeast coast of South Africa, and this should affect our weather as we move into tomorrow, affecting areas like Beitbridge with cloudy conditions. Meanwhile, in the week ahead, we expect some clearing, and we should be having more of sunshine than cloud, particularly over the south and eastern parts of the country. Minimum temperatures for the capital city, Harare, 15 degrees Celsius, Bulawayo with 16, Chirezi with 20, Mutare with 17, same for Gwanda, Kariba with 21, Victoria Falls with 18, same for Lupane, Gokwe with 17. The capital city, Harare, maximum temperature 24, Bulawayo with 28 under sunny conditions, Chirezi with 30, Mutare 27. We expect 28 for Gwanda. In the week ahead, Bulawayo, more of sunshine than cloud. It should be warm in the afternoon. Same for Matopos, it should be more of sunshine than cloud. It should be warm in the afternoon. Gwanda, partly cloudy conditions, mild at first, becoming warm later. Gweru, partly cloudy, and it should be mild in the afternoon. Masvingo, partly cloudy conditions expected, starting off mild, becoming warm later in the afternoon. Mutare, again, partly cloudy conditions expected. It should be warm in the afternoon. Nyanga, partly cloudy, it should be cool throughout. Marondera, isolated showers are expected tomorrow. It should be cool. Harare, again, isolated showers expected, mild at first, becoming warm later in the afternoon. Same for Kadoma, isolated showers are expected, that is tomorrow, Tuesday. Chimoio, same conditions expected, isolated showers, that is on Tuesday. Victoria Falls, partly cloudy, mild at first, becoming warm later in the afternoon. Lupane, it should be partly cloudy, mild at first, becoming warm later in the afternoon. Bindura, isolated showers are expected tomorrow. It should be mild in the afternoon. Lastly, Kariba, partly cloudy conditions expected. It should be mild at first, becoming warm later in the afternoon. Well, Zimbabwe, that does it in tonight's edition of the Weather Report. And for August, let's make a date again tomorrow at the same time. It is back to the main desk.
That weather report concludes the main news for this evening. Thank you for watching. I am Monalisa Dube.
And my name is Malvin Matawa. Peaceway Ramunyika was interpreting the bulletin in sign language. Have a good night.